So welcome to today's morning and mobility routine. So I'm Cara. I'll be taking you through about 10 to 15 minutes of some movement stuff. So we are going to find a wall space. I'm in a kneeling position. You can be standing though if you prefer, if your knees and ankles don't like to be seated. Otherwise, we're all going to find a wall and a bit of an open floor space. So standing or kneeling, or sitting if you want, cross-legged perhaps, with as much of your spine touching the wall as you can. Back of the head, upper back is mostly what we're looking for. So while we wait for people to log on this morning, we're going to take a few big breaths in and out. So trying to be as relaxed as you can, using the wall kind of as your block. Hands are going to be on your ribs, middle ribs. So taking a big breath in through the nose, lifting the ribs, out through the nose, compressing the ribs. So big breath in and breath out. Big breath in and out. Breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue breathing on your own. 2 or 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Just your normal breath pattern. Excellent. Okay, so from here we're going to do some spinal work. So the back of our head is on the wall. The back of our spine, the top chunk of our spine here to here is on the wall. We're standing or kneeling. From the top down, we're going to imagine one segment at a time curling forward. So starting with a little bit of a chin tuck. Then the back of your head comes off the wall, flexing through the neck. Once your neck is maximally flexed, then you're starting to peel yourself one segment at a time away from the wall till you get to about mid-back. And then you're going to slowly place each segment back on the wall. And then we're going to do that again. So tucking the chin, imagining in your head, rolling forward one segment at a time. Coming back up. We're just going to do one more of these. This one's really important to visualize, or at least think about the segments you want moving. And slowly coming back up. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of rotation and side bend into it now. So go ahead and give yourself a hug. If you find that your knees and feet are in discomfort here, you can do this one standing up. So from here, we're going to fold forward, but make sure our back stays on the wall. Whatever part of your back is on the wall. And then we're going to rotate. That spot is still on the wall. Side bend. Come back up to center, side bend to the other side, rotating, folding forward. So essentially we're tracing like a half circle because we don't have access to that back range, the wall is there. So we're going to do 3 each direction, focusing on maintaining contact of that vertebra that's touching the wall. Keep it in contact with the wall. So that's 3 for me. I'm going to switch directions. Shallow breathing into your belly through the duration of the motion, as best you can. You know you're doing it right if you can keep a little bit of contact on the wall with your spine. Good, moving into rep 3. Awesome. After your 3rd rep, go ahead and come into cross-legged position. Just give your feet and ankles and knees a little bit of a rest. So back is still against the wall. We're going to do our neck cars, but similar to what we just did with our T-spine cars. So we're not going to have access to the back range for the extension. So we're going to start by folding forward. Upper back stays on the wall. And then tracing our chin along our collarbone to look over our shoulder. Coming back to center. Rotating in the other direction. Tracing our collarbone, or our chin along our collarbone to the center position. Keeping with that direction, we're going to do 3 each side, trying to make a bigger half circle with each repetition. If you're hearing snapping, cracking, popping, that's typical kind of sounds to hear. If you're getting any sharp shooting, pinching sensations, try not to approach those ranges. Once you've done 3, we're going to reverse, making sure your back is glued to the wall. 3 in this other direction. Good. So from here, we're going to move on to our shoulders. So with a straight arm, other hand is kind of wherever you want it to be, as long as it's not moving. Open palm, we're going to reach straight up in front. Again, our back is glued to the wall. If it comes away from the wall, that means you're moving your arm too much. And then we're going to face the palm away, glide the pinky along the wall till we hit the ground, and then we're going to reverse, gliding the hand up the wall. Back into full flexion with the shoulder and down. So rep number 2, same thing. Whole body's tight, spine and back are glued to the wall, coming up. And then we're facing the palm away, gliding the pinky along the wall. Once we hit the ground, we're reversing. So pinky on the wall, all the way up to our fully flexed position, and coming back down. Good, then we're going to switch sides, switch arms. So opposite side, palm is open, coming up into full flexion, keeping that back tight on the wall, facing the palm away. Pinky is gliding, reaching, and rotating. Trying to isolate the motion at the shoulder joint. And reverse, pinky up the wall. Good, so we've got one more of these. Might not be able to get all the way, that's okay. Excellent. So when you're done that, we're gonna sit in a bit of a straddle. Again, back is against the wall. So from here, we're actually gonna work on pushing our low back into the wall. So you're gonna give yourself a hug. And we're going to fold into our slumped position. As we forward fold, one segment at a time, and our low back is coming away from the wall. And then we're going to slowly replace them. So you're kind of starting the motion. You're forward slumped. You're starting here when you're thinking about peeling and then putting them back on. So again, with the hug, connecting into the top of the low spine, and then we're slowly, one segment at a time, peeling away from the wall and coming back up. It's a very subtle motion. Just try and really think about what you're doing. We're going to do 2 more. If you need a little support, you can put your hands on the ground just to help take a little bit of load off the low back. Good, you guys, last one. And coming back up. Awesome, we're gonna sit in butterfly. Which is feet in. And from here with the tall spine, we're gonna try and hinge forward. Try not to let yourself fold. Chest is proud. Then we're gonna lean to our left shoulder to left knee. And from there, we're gonna reach the left hand to the right shin. Reach the right hand up to the ceiling, holding there. Looking up at the hand. Then bringing that back down. Reset. Tall spine, proud chest. We're hinging forward. And then we're going to bring our self into a side bend. So right shoulder to right knee. And then we're going to reach the right hand to the left shin. Rotate, looking up at the hand. Breathing. And slowly come back down. Good.